I've never done this before. I've only seen YouTube videos on it. And as far as I can tell, so far so good. What I saw people doing on YouTube though is that they'd put up a first strip or 2 strips and then jack it up. Whereas I actually prefer to do the I bar, you know, this bar with the 3 pieces of wood. I find it much stronger. And then this is going to lift up the whole floor. The good news, or bad news, is that you can actually push that floor up almost by hand. That it's not even connected here on the ends anymore. So it's going to be a little tricky. The hard part actually might be putting the metal plate. I'll try it without the metal plate because it's so big and bulky. This is the... I have to be very careful that this thing doesn't fall on my head. You'd tell me, wouldn't you? Okay. Checking I'm doing it all properly. Yeah. Alright, I have 2 of these jacks, but for now I'm just going to see if I can pull a single one up in the middle. If that's going to work. Oh, that's not bad. It's pretty tight. But the thing is, I don't like using the 2x4 because see how thin it is on top of the bottle jack. What would be really cool, which I'm not going to do, is to weld a square on the top of the bottle jack so that you don't have this pin pushing up. It's only a couple of millimeters from that piece of wood there. As long as I can push that up squarely, there's no reason why it should fall. In fact, it should be tighter and tighter, making it safer and safer. Alright, you can film this from a distance just in case. Alright, I've got contact. Alright, film everything because I have no idea how it's going to move. Oh, the bottle jack kind of wobbled off. It's okay. Is it flat on the top yet? No.
No. It is flat pretty much in the middle, but not over here.
Oh, you can hear the floor move.
I can hear it and I can feel stuff falling down. I get it.
Alright.
Alright. I don't want to die today.
I'll do a few more pumps. Oh.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah, what I really need to do is do it from either side. Can you? Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, push it up a bit as I go. Might make it easier. I can release it. I just make sure it's tight as I'm pushing it up. Oops. Yikes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
We have no insurance, we have no medical card.
Alright. That's scary what's happening there. See how it's bending? It's because it's not really square and the thing on the bottom is rolling a little bit for some reason. The wood at the bottom has been pushed. I'm going to release it and do it again. Hopefully it doesn't fall because these things on the sides should be holding it up pretty good. Alright, so you just film that. Well, you can hear it really...
Yeah, you can see it move too.
This will be safer now. I just moved that block a little. But I think doing it from the exact middle is not that helpful. Actually, I need to use 2 bottle jacks. That just makes sense. I need a refresher. Let this be a lesson. What do I do? Nice. Scrap metal.
Do you want to get tetanus shot today or tomorrow?
Alright, I'm just wondering, because I really need to do it from either end, or sort of as close to either end as possible. I think I'll just do that first jack. Actually, maybe further towards the door, and then it might push up flatter against those top joists. So far, so good. I'm going to push the bottle jack against the wall so it doesn't roll back like it did before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, step by step. Yeah, just have to. Once it pushes on there, it's a lot easier to handle, but you can see it's kind of loosey-goosey. Oh, it's not going up. Got it.
Oh yeah, it's going up.
Push it in a bit from the top.
Me?
Yeah. Just hit it with your fist. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Alright, now stand back and watch the show. How's it look?
It goes up. Keep
Alright.
going. It's flat on the third beam, and the
Yeah.
other two are still centimeters.
I don't like the way the bottom is rolling, so I'm going to make a bigger block for the bottom, because it really, you can't afford to roll.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous.
Yeah.
Alright. Grab some more. Alright, I'm going to screw the wood down so you can't move. That's been an issue. Step back anyway, because this thing is precariously sitting. That's stable. Alright. If you've never used one of these, I hadn't either. There's a little dial here. This little dial, you dial it to the left and it releases the gas pressure, or air, or whatever it is, pressure. See, it goes down. And then when you turn it to the right, you can jack it up and it won't come down again. And then, so if you release this very slowly, you can release it without any issues. But if you release it too quick, you know, the whole thing can drop down. Don't play with the different settings or anything. Just use it as it came out of the box. 2 tons is enough for this small floor, but maybe for a big house, like a big American house, you might want to use the 10 ton or 20 ton ones. Alright, the block has been fixed in position, and now I'm a lot more confident about making this happen. I wish I could screw the jack down so the jack wouldn't be moving. I'm going to sit out the door. Is that the safest option? Yeah, I wish you could fix the... I might make a block for that later if it doesn't work. Okay, I got it. I'm about as safe as can be outside. As long as the jack doesn't twist.
Ah!
The jack twisted. Lucky I'm outside. I'm going to make a wooden block so the jack can't move. There's nothing else I can do. Alright. That was scary. I did some rudimentary blocking on the bottom. It looks like crap, but it might work. I can't afford to let it move.
It's not straight.
This?
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do about it.
Okay.
That's all of the scrap I had.
Alright, I'm getting it here.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually not a problem. I don't think. Hold on. Because that might push itself back down into position.
I can hit it again.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
God. This 2x4 thing is pretty problematic. I think 4x4 would be better. Let's see if this thing is going to straighten up or not. Come on. Yeah, I don't like that.
I think you should hit it more so
Is it
it's...
straight?
No, not
Can
at
you
all.
straighten it, please? I
Yeah,
can't see.
well, that's what I said. No, that's not working.
I'll do it.
Have a look.
What about now?
It's better, but still, now it's good.
Let's see how we go. Oh, I see. It's pushing this.
Uh-huh.
Could suck.
Ah!
Alright. The 2x4 thing is clearly a problem. It's not working. At least not from there. It just flops out of the way.
Yeah.
I think we need to use a bigger piece of wood. I'll get a really big bit of wood now. I think it's a 4x3 instead of a 4x4.
Oh, the wood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to flex. It's a little heavier, and I think maybe I'll put it to the top and maybe even screw it in at the top. But the real issue is down the bottom with this thing moving around. The foot on the bottom is too small. What it really needs is a bigger plate so it really stays secure. That's not much room. And this bit of wood has a habit of moving too, so that could be a problem. Still, I have to try. Could you grab that impact drill for a sec? I think I made it a bit too tight.
Let me get out first.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
We've got a tight spot. There we go. It's not tight anymore. Alright. Not as easy as it looked on YouTube. Especially maybe because our jack is so small, I don't know. Oh, it's too hard. Alright. Ah, shit, I have to... Okay. The jack thing really annoys me.
Yeah, it's too small. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta hold it by hand so it doesn't move. And what's the bloody point of that?
Right.
Nah, it's not gonna work. The foot is too small.
Shit.
It's not even straight, is it?
No. The piece of wood that you're putting up, well, it's 95% straight.
Don't worry about it, honey. I'll try it.
Yeah.
It's more stable this time around because I propped up the bottom here.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll be enough.
Nice.
How's the top look?
You have to push more, but it's pretty good. It's almost touching.
I don't like the angle that it's on.
Ah.
It's a really, really bad angle. It's much more secure, but I have to prop it up from the bottom. It's the only thing that makes sense because if the wood is safe, it won't move. Okay. That's more secure for sure. Doesn't move.
Okay.
I reckon we'll give it a go. So the idea is, anyway, before we get going, the idea is the jack lifts it up, and then you measure the bit of wood and put the exact size that you need there, so there's no compression later on.
Very good.
It's much straighter. Yep, just going to turn that dial. Yeah, it's much straighter. It's all that thing about the metal plate.
Well, what if you put that metal plate on and we try it again when everything has a metal plate?
That means I have to do welding.
Yeah.
Because this is just too dangerous.
Yeah.
Far too dangerous. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to do it that way. Yep. Alright, so that was a fail. In case anyone's keeping track. Yeah, this foot is too small. It needs to be a big piece of steel, welded down, and then on the top it needs to also have a big square of steel welded onto the tip, because as it stands, this thing is too small. The center of gravity is just dangerous as hell. I mean, the foot's not great, but that tip is where it all goes wrong. As soon as there's a bit too much pressure in one direction, I mean, you saw what happened. That's dangerous as hell. Damn.
That's alright.
Yeah. Try again tomorrow.
So tomorrow is welding day?
Well, yeah, I've got to find some steel.
Welding Wednesday?
Yeah.
Make it a thing.
Yeah. I gotta find some metal to weld with.
What about the sheet that you
I
found
think it's actually
before?
aluminium.
Oh. Yeah,
I don't think this is stainless steel. I think it's aluminium. Actually, it might be stainless steel. Nah, it looks too dull. I think it's aluminium. I would cut this and weld onto that, but I don't think that'll work. I could give it a try tomorrow. Yeah, maybe this is stainless steel. Maybe it's just, it looks like that because it's been left to oxidize a little. I know it shouldn't, but yeah, I'll cut that up tomorrow and I'll weld them onto these jacks, these bottle jacks. Hopefully, it's much safer. The most important part is the tip, but I'll probably cut this in half and then make two big bases. Put a grip on the bottom so it doesn't move anyway. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Alright guys, so my name's John Green. This is Green Ideas, and I'm just here to show you that sometimes even the stuff that you see on YouTube doesn't always work. I've got my jacks ready to go for tomorrow. I'm going to weld them onto this stainless steel plate. Cut it in half. So the bottom will be secure, and then these tops need to have a little metal plate on top of them. Probably a square nut. But it'll have to be welded on there so it doesn't move.
it's really small.
It's too small. It's crazy how small. And your whole car, they expect that you're going to lift your whole car and put all of the weight on this one point here. It's like 1 inch, not even an inch. It's maybe like 1.5 centimeters. So, I mean, that whole thing will be holding the weight of your car. And if you're on a hill or something, that's just danger. Well, tomorrow I'll try it again, and hopefully we'll see some better results. It's because of the jacks, not because of the technique. The technique is alright, but the jacks have to be secure. There's no way around it. Okay, thanks. This is John Green for Green Ideas and Mrs. Green behind the camera. Thanks for filming me and I didn't die. That was pretty nice, but I nearly died a little bit. That pole is still sitting up there. I have to fix that up for tomorrow. Alright, thanks for watching.
Bye bye.